What's up, guys? Today's video lesson is going to be focused on how to search for warrants in the annual report and quarterly report. So this is a little trick that you should start to use with your trading, and it's going to give you a slight better edge on probably 90, if not 95% of all retail traders that do not use this, which kind of shocks me. That's why I'm making this video. So the example I'm using today is today's runner, XTNT. So I found an example in here which will show you how you can link your research with the chart, the price action, and see it fit in a puzzle. So if we head over to sec.gov, which I will have this link in the description, we're going to type in the ticker name, XTNT, click enter, and we're going to head over to the most recent 10K and or 10Q. In this example, it's a 10K. So we click that. We click on this hyperlink documents form, and this is the first page of the annual report. So instead of reading 250 pages of a lot of stuff I don't know about, we're going to Control F and we're going to type in warrants. And you can see we get 63 hits. So first thing we see here is a $20 million private placement. So if we do a little reading here, on February 22nd, 2021, we entered into a securities purchase agreement with a single healthcare focused institutional investor, pursuant to which we agreed to issue 8,888,890 shares of our common stock at the purchase price of $2.25 per share, and warrants to purchase up to 6 million odd stock of our common stock in a private placement. So that right there just gives a bunch of information that you can use on the chart. So you know that some investor owns nearly 9 million shares at $2.25. On top of that, they own another almost 7 million in warrants to buy more. So this went into effect 2 days ago. Today's the 26th. This is dated for the 24th. So right there, 30 seconds of reading, we find a key factor on the chart that we can use. So you could have, if this was on your scanner early enough, if you were paying attention in the morning time, you could have focused, jumped over to the SEC filings, read that first sentence, headed over to the chart, and now you have a major support level that you know you don't want to short before, and that you'd like to buy as close as you could if the chart gave it. As you can see here in the morning time, it did perk above that level, gave us an in at about 230s, 233 of a low, and then ripped to the mid fours. Had a gnarly pullback, set a low of 275, and toggled around that $3 level. So I mean, you're talking 1, 2, 3 solid entry points here that you could revolve that 225 level around. That I can guarantee 90% of traders have no idea that exists. So that's just one tiny example of the hundreds that are available every day from a very simple Control F search on a 10Q. But that's one. So let's just continue digging a little bit into these this 10K. So if we continue down, what I really like to look for are some type of chart or table that gives a description of all the warrants. So let's see if we can find that. So we'll keep going. So here's one here. So this is a outstanding as of January 2019 up until December 2020. So pretty much the day before the new year. So as of that day, they have 420,000 warrants, plus now they have that 6 million. So they have roughly 7 million in warrants as of today. From 19 to 20, they diluted nearly 5 million shares. And they had an average weighted price of a penny. So they got them for free. So let's see if we can use that on the chart. So we know somewhere 5 million did it. 5 million shares were sold. So if we keep scrolling, let's see if we can get a price for where they executed those. So again, we're looking for a table. Tables are the best. But you know, if it wasn't during the day and I had like the whole night to read this, I would go through and really skim it. But if we keep going, okay, here's something. So we have 4.7 million shares. Execution price of $2.95. So we know that before December 31st, 2020, that nearly 5 million shares were executed. So let's see if we can find that on the chart. So pretty much what we're looking for here is a time that a lot of volume was traded and it hit that price level. So if we go over to May, you can see here it gapped up big off of 60 cents. And bam, 295 hit, and you can see they executed right here. So this is the majority of those warrants right here getting executed. And I bet you this whole run up here, and then once they get unloaded, momentum buyers die out, and shorts start to hammer it, and that's when you get that big fade. It probably got halted here, and then you can just see the gap down. So that's just an example now. This here's 2 and 1. Here's an example of what warrants can do when it's the opposite of today. See, today was a private placement, and a value investor would see that and say, okay, 225, there's value there. Someone is willing to pay that. On this hand, somebody wants to execute at 295. So that's a price that you would not want to be buying anywhere near. So it kind of gives you both sides of the story. But that's, I think, a pretty decent little video here on how to search for warrants. Quick recap. Go to the SEC filings, find the most recent 10Q or 10K, and then just Control F and type in warrants. And then just read through. You know, they're not all going to be the same, and they're probably going to be confusing for you for the first couple times you do it. But the more you practice, the better you'll be. And I can promise you, it'll be so much better on your trading if you can just start to use the SEC filings and get a little more educated on what is really behind the scenes of these companies. So I'm going to end the video there. Again, this is episode 1 of many for this SEC filing series. And I hope you like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.